Hello and welcome to Commodity Champions. I'm Manisha Gupta. Gold and silver have been volatile in trade amid rising tensions between the United States and Iran, along with uncertainty around tariffs. So far in 2026, silver is up 23%, while gold has gained 20%. Other factors weighing on gold prices include Europe halting confirmation of a trade deal with the US and the postponement of India-US negotiations to finalize that interim trade deal. However, UBS expects gold demand to hit a new high in 2026, with prices projected to reach $6,200 an ounce on the back of strong investment demand and continued support from central bank buying. It is silver, meanwhile, which is expected to see strong global demand remaining steady. This is as per a report from the Silver Institute. Joining us now to take that discussion forward is Rahul Mehta. He is MD with Silver Emporium, and Varghese Alucas is Managing Director with Joss Alucas Group. Gentlemen, hi, thank you so much for joining in. Rahul, let me get you into this conversation as well. And while Mr. Alucas spoke about gold in great detail, it is silver which continues to be very volatile as well. Half the prices of what we saw at peak at one point in time. One, what is your sense on prices? And also, how are you looking at demand right now? Is it about bullion buying? Is it about still investment, which is more?
So even if you say the prices have corrected 50%, if you see year on year, last 2025 to 2026, in last 2 months, there is a net increasement of silver prices by about 20%. That's a very interesting number. But if you see in terms of ground reality, the volume has dried up. Investment demand as well as consumption demand both has dried up because people look at stability. See, irrespective to whatever prices, even if it's a higher prices, stability in the market is very important for consumer to come back and buy gold or silver or any commodity. So I think so. What we are looking at is a stability in the prices that will definitely help in getting consumers back to buying silver jewelry, silver articles, and definitely the investment demand that we see in the market is currently tied up. On the higher side, when the prices were trading about 3,50,000, 4 lakh, even that time the consumer demand was not, the investment demand was not there. What would be interesting to see if the SIP, there is an increment in SIP in silver, because I think some amount of demand may have shifted physical demand to in a mode of electronic form through SIP.
Oh, yes, absolutely. What's your sense on prices, Rahul? Where do you see that heading?
See, in terms of prices, but definitely I look at maybe silver price is a very good buy between 190 to 2,30,000 is a good buy for a long-term basis. But in these kind of volatile market, I always see the SIP is a very good mechanism to buy silver on a consistent basis. If you see right now, the way silver is behaving, it is more about traders, I would say paradise. I think the kind of range which is going on, traders can make big money. But in terms of when you look at investors, is definitely there's a chances of investor getting stuck. So it's a good idea to invest through SIP on a regular basis. So what happens is your maybe the cost of acquisition is spread over a period of time, and also you get a better average of the rate.
How are you also looking at hallmarking pushing through? Because while it is not mandatory, but do you see more and more silver sellers now getting to that direction?
See, in terms of when you see marketing, a lot of players in terms of articles and jewelry have already moved towards getting their products, silver jewelry, silver articles hallmark. But mandatory is something which we need to see how long it may take. But in terms of when you look at consumer protection, definitely we see the silver hallmarking should be mandatory. But there are regulatory challenges in terms of number of hallmarking centers, number of pieces which needs to be hallmarked. So those are on the challenges which we can see. But when we look at the consumer side, a lot of jewelers, a lot of manufacturers are voluntary hallmarking silver jewelry and articles and giving to consumers.
Fair point that. Mr. Alucas, Rahul, thank you so much for joining in, making sense of what really is the reaction of consumers on these current prices and expectation that as we end the current financial year and move into the next one, there will be demand that could be coming back into this space as well. But with that, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we will be joined by Dhruv Goyal, who joins in from Big Mint to talk all things metals after this break.